What's going on, visionaries? Welcome back to another video. So today we are in Santa Cruz, California. We drove a little ways from my house. We dropped my brother off at the airport to go back to Orlando because he stayed here for a while. But we're all over here and there's actually a bunch of tide pools in this area. We actually did a video. We had a video that did very well where we filmed it in the exact same area. So I've seen a few crabs and I'm hoping we have a lot of luck. So, you know, let's just explore out. So just join me in this adventure. Let's go look for some sea creatures. So if you guys don't really understand tides and tide pools, you see all these little, little pools over here. We got the ocean. So what happens is that during times of the day, the water rises and lowers. And right now it's lower, but when it's high, this area is like covered up with water, or at least there's a lot of water over here. Maybe not fully. But when the tide lowers, all these little pools are exposed with all the creatures that were in here when the tide was high. So there are a bunch of little snails. We got different types of snails right here. I've seen some crabs, but all these little black things right here, you see that whole line all up in here, all filled with these crevices. All of these are all mussels right here. They basically take over. I think some people eat these mussels once they're a certain size, but they really just take over and they're just all here. So eventually you can look in these little tide pools. I forgot the GoPro, so I have my phone in with me today with a bag, but hopefully you'll be able to get some good angles. But there's a bunch of snails and really some cool little coral-like reef sort of plants in here. There's way cooler things out here, so let's keep searching. So over here we got a bunch of sea anemones. Now right here, these are all sea anemones. That's a sea anemone, that's one. They're in the coral family. They're related to corals, but they're not actually corals. So those are mostly all you'll find in here. There's not a lot of pure corals that are like in these little tide pools most of the times. Oh, there we go. Sadly, here's a little, I don't think he's alive. Here's a little dead crab. Sorry, little guy, but those are the type of crabs that you'll find in here. Now let's see if we can find some of these bigger tide pools. It's a lot of the same stuff, so we really got to pick and search what we want to find. But a lot of these corals are alive. These sea anemones. And the further down you go, you can maybe see some more types of fish. But here, it's really green, all these bright colors. This is an excellent looking tide pool. As you can see, there's a bunch of small creatures. But we haven't found a crab yet, so we're looking to find some crabs, maybe some fish. But you got a bunch of sea anemones. That's really what populates out here. Now here's a big pocket. You got like 3 kind of tide pools. But here's a deeper pocket. It's a lot further up. But you got the little crab right here. I'm poking him on land a little bit, but yeah, there's just some nice, cool, small crabs. I don't want to touch them too much. I don't want to annoy him, but now I don't know how much you see this, but oh my gosh, something big cracked open this guy. I don't know what ate him. Maybe some sort of bird. A lot of these birds are looking out here for more food. But there was a big crab. Now look at this. This is really cool. It's like a banana looking snail. Yellow and black. That's really cool, like a bumblebee. Now a lot of these sea anemones have a lot of different tentacles coming out of it, and you can kind of see them in there, but they're not out because this guy is literally completely exposed out of the water. So he needs to protect himself, so he kind of tucks in and just kind of becomes this little spongy, like a little sponge. Now there could be some other tide pools we check out, but a lot of this one where I'm specifically at, we've gone to before. There really aren't many things like sea stars and stuff like that, but on some different ones, maybe we should come back later. Comment down below if we should actually come back and do a second one at a nice cooler area. Maybe we can get some starfish, some bigger fish, huge crabs, maybe like an octopus. I think there's some octopus out here. That would be cool, so comment below. Now I know there's a tide pool deeper out here that might have some fish. Now here we go. This is a nice big deep one. As you can see, all the sea anemones are out. You can see all their little tentacles flying around. There's a dead crab in here. Before, I'll play a little clip, but there have been, ooh, I see a crab right down there. I can't really get to him. I don't know if y'all can see him. He just is barely on the edge. He's a nice big crab. So we'll stick the phone down in here. The water's actually pretty warm, at least in these little tide pools, because there's less water, so it heats up easier. But I don't know, can you guys see anything? But you see, there's a bunch of colors ones. There's some pink ones. I really don't know how this camera footage is coming out, but there's a lot of pink ones. You can see them opening. But yeah, we're coming back to this spot. I don't know if you can see all the crabs, but as you can see, you can really see how many mussels are actually way all along here. So many. They're like, but this is really fun. Like, come out to the coast, you can see all these different kind of snails. This is kind of, if I were to say, a lamer tide pool area. These things can get way crazier, way bigger, way more exotic creatures. So definitely come on out here. But yeah, the chances are, if you live on the coast, if you're by the coast, you know, you have the ocean, you have salt water. So especially if you're in Florida, you can do way crazier things. But there's like all these little baby tide pools over here. It's like little 2-3 inch pockets where anything could literally just be hiding. But that might just wrap it up. I'm gonna put the positive comment and the Bible verse on the screen right now. But you know, if you want a positive comment below, you can drop a comment today. But I think that's gonna be it. If you guys want to see more tide pools, let me know. And also, we're gonna be getting a big fish for the pool pond soon. So stay tuned, find your vision and follow it. Be a visionary today and subscribe. And I will see you beautiful people next video.